Hey, cool car, man. Cool car, man. What is that, Ferrari? Oh, maybe this one, Ferrari. No. Maybe this one, a BMW. I don't know. Okay, take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Hey everyone in the YouTube world, it's Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. If you've never seen any of our videos, I own a car dealership and we're going to the auction today. Today is a Cadillac Escalade day, but not only that, it is a redemption day. I'm going to pick up my brother. He sold his truck this week. He wants to go get an Escalade for himself. I love Escalades. He loves Escalades. He loves Escalades. I'm going to tell you everything there is to know about Escalades. I'm going to take you to the auction with me because I know you guys love coming to the auction. I'll show you what we pay for them. I'll show you what they're selling for, and I'll give you a little bit of insight into the Escalade world because I've owned dozens and dozens of these things, and they're the best bang for your buck out there. So come along with us to the auction. I'm going to pick up my brother right now. So everybody keeps asking for updates on my Eagle Talon. Here it is. Here's the link to the original video, right? Bing, right there. You can click on that to see how I got my Eagle Talon, what that car is all about. So here's why I call it Redemption Day. You guys might recognize this thing. At least 160,000 other people will. That Nissan Rogue is why we went to the auction a few weeks ago and ended up with a bad transmission. We got lied to by a used car dealer, obviously. And here is the progress on my Eagle Talon. Look at my Eagle Talon. It's almost finished. This thing is so beautiful. My brother is a whiz at old school 90s cars. He does 240s, he does Skylines, he does Supras, and now he does Eagle Talon TSIs. Hey!
What's up?
This car looks damn good.
Thank you.
So good looking.
Thank you. Oh, the car?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Hey, real quick while you're right here, before we go, let's see how much cooler his shop is than mine. Yep. Definitely cooler than mine.
This is my gem.
That's the other gem.
This is my beater.
Beater.
And that's my next project.
What's this one?
That is an S13, Sylvia front, 2JZ engine.
Wow. So this is the guy that pushed me out into the snow.
Yep.
Supra's gone though.
Supra's gone. I got rid of it 2 weeks ago. He dynoed that Supra.
Yeah.
906.
Whoa. Look at those checker floor mats. And I walked right
nice.
past that one. I didn't even think to show it. I like these wheels, but the rotors look dinky behind them. Them 10s on there?
They're 20s.
Those are 10s.
They look like 20s. I keep them clean though.
I knew you could finish that line. Okay, you look good? All right, good. Welcome back, my brother Adam. I call it Redemption Day because I feel like both of us were portrayed incorrectly in the last video.
Not as stupid as I appear.
Everybody thought I was a jerk for selling you a car with a bad transmission. Everybody thought you were a jerk for buying a car with a bad transmission. And everybody thought we were both jerks because we should have known Nissan Rogues have bad transmissions. I love those cars. It's like my bread and butter. I sell so many of those things.
I've had great luck with Nissans ever since I was 16, so I figured that'd be the route to go, but not a fan of CVTs anymore.
Today's Nissans, 07 and up Nissans, aren't the Nissans we know. My Z32, every one of your 240s, every Nissan back in the 90s was a great car. The Maximas, remember those Maximas were amazing
awesome
cars? The Altimas were great cars. As soon as they switched to CVT, I remember the commercial had a lady waiting for the car to shift while her husband was driving, while she put on lipstick, and then she was gonna like not get the lipstick on her face.
Wait,
and it just never shifted. Oh. And it never and it never shifted. That was the generation that Nissan went downhill. But I still sell a ton of those Rogues. I love them. I love them. I've never really had transmission problems, but I have in the Maximas, and I have in the Muranos, and now I have in the Rogue. You got yours fixed.
It's a great car now. We got a brand new transmission in it. It's rolling great. My girlfriend loves it. It is smooth. It's a comfortable cruiser. And now that it has a brand new transmission, it's the car that we hoped it would have been a few weeks ago.
So Adam bought an 04 1500?
Yes, Silverado, yep.
With 80,000 something miles on it?
It was an 05, yep, and it had 89,000 miles on it. It needed a couple things. It was an old man's truck. He was the original owner, still had the window sticker. I wound up doing the typical things like rocker panels because we live in New England. And then I did wheels and tires and just a couple of suspension upgrades. But besides that, I polished the truck and it was a gem when I was done with it.
And then you sold it.
I sold it.
Super fast. So you can check out that entire video on Adam's YouTube channel right here. Bing. I don't know how to add the noise, so I have to make it. All right. So anyway, you can check out his YouTube channel. Go check that out. We're going to go to the auction. We're going to look at Escalades. Today is all about Escalades. All right, let's get going. Here we go. Enter the auction. Here's an 18 G-Wagon, 27,000 miles. I actually have a buyer for this car already. freaking cold out. A lot of people said I didn't go with my own advice and I brought family to the auction. But you're on the dealer's license.
Correct.
You know the business.
Somewhat.
So I'm not somewhat apparently, yeah. Apparently both of us barely know the business. But I don't bring people to the auction. Ever, ever, ever. You are on the license. So technically you are part of a dealer, kind of a dealer.
Yeah.
So it's different. He's allowed to be here. The other thing is we're kind of changing our demographic around because we haven't seen any Escalades. So now we're kind of hunting for Denali pickups as well. So here's a 13 Yukon Denali hybrid with 22s. The hybrid's nice because it still has a 6-liter V8 in it, and it basically shuts itself off at a stop. But you just said a mechanic friend that works at Cadillac says don't buy these.
Yep.
Filled with problems. But I found that the price on the hybrids are far less than the price on the, what do you call them? Regular cars.
Yes,
regular gas engine, conventional.
And
You guys know how much I love these things, and I can't stay away from them. I have a new video of a Porsche Cayenne Twin Turbo S coming out, if it hasn't come out already. But here's an 11 Cayenne Turbo. Love those giant Brembos on it. Love those giant wheels. Oh, look at that seat. But look at the inside. This is so nice. 118,000 miles, which probably means it's ridden with problems. In the repo lane too. So did people let it get repossessed because they couldn't afford the payments or because they couldn't afford the maintenance and repairs on it? This is such a nice car. This is such a nice car, and it's so fast. Unbelievable. So at the auction, I can only drive them like first to second gear, up to like 20 miles an hour, feel it shift, and that's about it. And it's going to be sold red light, whether it runs well or not, because it has over 100,000 miles. So at the auction, if it has over 100,000 miles or over 10 years old, manufacturer's date, so 9 years old really, it's red light, which means it's as is, which means too bad for me. So I am gambling on a Porsche, which I'm going to bid on today. The seat's ripped and the window buttons are broken. But this is a cool car. This was like a $127,000 car, brand new. And it's awesome. So hopefully I walk away with it. Here's another common Porsche problem. Key gets stuck in the ignition. I have a video on how to remove that. It has like 100,000 views. There's a button right there. You have to push it all the way in to remove the key, which is really a pain in the butt. This car is probably ridden with problems and I should stay away from it, and every instinct says to, and I'm still gonna bid on it. Found one, but it's a long body. It's a suburban style, 2012, 114,000 miles. So I will check this out and see what this goes for. I sell a ton of these. I have 3 kids and I know how to sell these because, again, having 3 kids makes this an easy sale for me because they're useful to me, so I keep them and drive them until they sell. Perk of the business. Then we have a 2010 Tahoe LTZ, nav, backup camera, 20s, everything minus the accessories that aren't needed that the Escalade has. That just has like everything you could ever imagine that's not necessary. Tahoe LTZ has everything that's useful. And then we have a long body Denali Yukon XL. He found one, 09 106, but it's like purpley.
I call it black cherry.
Black cherry, yeah. Sounds better than purple.
Center caps. The passenger side door handle is falling off.
DVD to keep that kid happy. Door handles always fall off on these because they're made of plastic, so when it gets cold, people just rip the door handle and they break off.
People yank it too hard.
Nice.
Fun.
That comment was too good to leave untouched. So these 6.2s, and I noticed it in the 5.3, have like a cold knock in the winter. So when you first start it up, it kind of sounds like the engine's knocking, which it actually is, but it goes away as the truck warms up. It's so common that it doesn't even really make me nervous in these because every one of them does it and they still run excellent and are workhorses with 400 plus horsepower. So this purple Escalade has a bunch of receipts, some for new tires, 4 brand new tires in March, and all kinds of cool goodies. So records for it. Hey, is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. Original window sticker price of $73,300. So this truck was 73 grand 10 years ago, and it's probably going to be like 10 to 12 now. That's why I love these trucks so much. The reason I like the ESV or the Suburban style more is because of the space in the back. I think it's like 18 inches more space. Now that guy doesn't need the 3rd row, so he has all the storage he wants, but me having 3 kids and needing storage, I always go for the Suburban. Push button close. Here's what always happens, that door handle. Always. They're just plastic on a screw, and then they break in the cold. 4 brand new Yokohama Geolanders this year too. Okay, I scanned the VIN. 09 106,000 miles. What do you think it's going to sell for?
Me?
Yeah, what's your guesstimate?
$8,800.
I'm going for 11.6. So the way you can tell if it's an Escalade two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, it doesn't have a four-wheel drive button because it's an automatic all-wheel drive system. The 6.2 came with four-wheel drive. The 5.3 came with two-wheel drive. And unfortunately, this guy removed the airbox, which is where it would say 5.3 or 6.2. So I'm going to scan the VIN and it'll tell me. But if you look at the hood, there it is. You can see it. Somebody had a decal there.
That one.
Oh, a 15 high country. I called it a big country in one video that got like 300,000 views, and people were genuinely pissed at me that I called it a big country by accident.
That's a good time.
5.3 though, not a 6.2 as my bro says.
Look at that interior.
Pretty. 08, 108, repo lane, mismatched wheels, and oh, surprise, surprise, broken door handle. Hey Adam, check the trunk.
What?
Check the trunk. See if the extra wheels
Hey,
are in the back. Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
nice and corroded.
Things people never think about.
Nice and corroded.
So I probably wouldn't have bought this because it had mismatched wheels, but now I know that they're in the trunk. We have a Tahoe police car with the bars. And that's kind of neat. You can lock my kids in there with leather, not even vinyl. You know I love myself a good Camaro SS, and here's a 10 with 54K cloth standard, and a 13 with 47K leather standard, which I always see in automatic. I never see these in standard transmission, surprisingly. Okay, let's crank her up. Oh, so nice. I love these things. I really like this one. 2010, 91,000 miles. Good Michelin's on it. Denali. So what you get with the Denali over the Tahoe, but under the Escalade, is you still get a heated steering wheel, which is a huge option. I use it regularly. You get the Tahoe style nav, backup camera, sunroof, DVD, third row. This is pretty sweet. Does it have the cold knock? Let's find out. No cold knock. Good oil pressure. Any lights on? Just the tire pressure light. And this is a used car dealer though. Why is it here? It's a big used car dealer, but I feel like this is something they would have sold. So why is it here and not at their shop? So I bring a little handheld scan tool to the auction with me so you can check all the codes, plug it in, no codes, but more you want to check the monitors. So we have 0 incomplete monitors, which means every monitor is set and ready. So all 8 monitors are set and ready, which means nobody cleared the lights, which is great. So there's no check engine light and nobody cleared the lights. Issues?
Yeah, I don't think the seat goes back far enough, and when you go forward, it literally sandwiches you in between the dash. I feel like I'm in Star Wars when they're in that trash compactor.
So I scanned the VIN, but listen, it's actually going to be red light even though it's a 2010 because they go by manufacture date. Really? So it's over 10 years old.
Oh, bummer.
91,000 miles, one owner, no accidents. What's your guess? How much?
How much do I want, or how much do I...
Both. How much for both?
I want this at 8,800.
Oh.
That's my number. So it's probably
Yeah,
going to go
right.
for what, 11? 11.5?
I'm going to go 12.6.
Wow.
Rhino line jacked up F-150. I have a video of this coming out maybe next week or the week after. Rhino lined F-150. I actually like this a lot. It's a 15 Navigator, long Navigator. 15 with 149, one owner, no accidents, and just absolutely loaded. It's only 12 grand. And this is the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which I'm actually not a big fan of. They don't even put a 5 liter in these anymore, or the Expeditions. They only put EcoBoost in them.
62 miles, 8,400.
This is going through at 11.9. It's at 12 grand right now, but book on it's about 13.6 because of the miles are so low, 54,000 miles. But it's a 1SS, so clock. So that's a 13 with 47,000 miles, 6-speed 2SS. Starting bid was at 15 grand. 16.8 now. 17 grand. That second Camaro sold for $18,000. So here's an 11 Silverado LTZ Pro White with 116 on it. But my question is, why on earth would somebody put those skinny tires on the 20-inch wheels? They're like brand new. So somebody put brand new Pirelli Scorpions on those 20-inch truck wheels. So this Porsche started at 20 grand with no bids. They're at 13,000 now, which is actually a great deal for this car. But there's too many variables. Why is it in the repo lane? It's just abused. So if it wasn't so abused, it could have a freaking repair bill of 13 grand, which is why nobody's bidding on it. Didn't sell, 13 grand. The purple Escalade's going through. Deep purple. Black cherry. It's actually nice in certain lights. Really nice. It's growing on me. But it has that cold knock, which almost all of them have it. So it doesn't turn me away, but it's kind of turning that guy away right here. What is it?
With the knock, I dropped it from 11. I want to be under 10.
Under 10, ooh. That's cheap. 106,000 miles. These wheels, the center cap's missing. That car was growing on. We already lost. It's at 10.5. Don't listen to me. I'm not responsible for it this time. 10.6 is cheap.
10.6.
I don't want it.
Good brakes. Good brakes.
So today was not a complete bust. I mean, you didn't buy anything,
I didn't lose.
but we didn't lose anything. Last time was a complete bust.
Yeah.
This time, you didn't spend any money. We got to see what was out there. Got to see what they're going for, so now you can compare the prices. The black cherry one was pretty neat.
Love that truck. Didn't love that rod knock though.
You said it well. I could have bought it and got over it, but you have to hear it every single morning
For years.
for years, forever. So, yeah, good choice, good brakes. But now you know what Escalades are going for. So we're going to head over to a dealer to see if maybe they'll wholesale the Denali that you really like to me, so I can get it for you, and then you can get it. But at your age, I mean, you're no spring chicken, you might as well get what you want.
Yeah.
Don't
Not that
sacrifice.
old.
Don't sacrifice.
That's it. That's what I want. The Denali.
We got bait and switched
Big tab.
by a used car dealer. Jeez. There's no honor among thieves, and this really is a shady business.
Can't trust
This is
anyone.
why I don't like used car dealers. So it was a 13 Denali listed with 92,000 miles for $23,900. And I said the new body style comes out in 14, but it was a photo of a 14. We get here, the 14 is for sale for 27, and the 13 is for sale for 23, and it's a different truck. So they posted the photos of the 14 as a 13 to get us here, which they did. And what are you doing right now? You're looking around to see what they got.
Yeah.
No, you just said, I'll look around and see what they got. We got bait and switched. Freaking used car dealers. So we have a row of all these trucks, and guess what? Here's the 13 with 92,000 miles. Not the one advertised. This is a completely different truck. We want this body style, which is what's advertised. This is the actual one.
Damn it! It was too good to be true. I didn't even want to spend over $20,000, but it was literally my dream truck. So I figured it's worth buying my dream truck for a little extra money.
And the reason that really you didn't buy a car at the auction today too.
Yeah, I didn't buy it
this
at
was
the
like
auction.
on the back burner.
Because I thought we'd go to this dealership and find this one afterwards, and I would have given them their asking price because the truck was so nice in the photos. But come to find out, the truck doesn't even really exist.
I can't believe bait and switch is a real thing in today's era. I should expose them, but I know the dealer. I'm not going to do that to him. So just for people that don't know, a bait and switch is when you throw the bait out there, you lure them in, and now we're at the dealership, and they don't have it, or they say by accident I must have listed the wrong truck.
Convenient.
So they showed pictures of a different truck to get us here, and they say, oh yeah, that's not here, but we have this truck.
Yeah.
So we got tricked. We've been bamboozled, as he said. Freaking used car dealers.
Son of a bee sting.
Hey, so here's my score of the day, a 14 Nissan high-top van with 99,000 miles. Work truck right before spring. Business is booming. The economy is booming. This is a giant van. Wow. But it should be a good seller. And I have a buyer that already wants one of these. So, good for us, I think.
So my phone died as soon as the Escalades and Denalis went through. Like instantly. I saw them. I went to take my phone out. Dead as a doornail. Doornails die? Whatever. So the Denali that I liked, the 10, I said it was going to sell for $13,600. We wanted it for under 10. What did it sell for?
Right, yeah, that one went for $12,100, I think.
12.1. So even I was high. Okay, then there was the purple Escalade, black cherry Escalade.
Ooh, I loved that truck. If it weren't for that knock in the bottom
knock,
end, I
right.
would have been all over that. Went for $10,600, which I would have happily paid if the engine sounded
That was
good.
worth it.
I love that.
And
color,
then
too.
the hybrid. What did the hybrid go for?
I gotta decipher
I think
my
that
own
was like
code.
10 too. I was watching that one.
So here is my purchase. Now, not really up my brother's alley. This is an 07 Escalade with 170 on it. But 170 does not scare me on these 6.2s. They're absolutely bulletproof. And the great thing, if you listen to some of the other Cadillacs and Denalis that we were listening to at the auction, now it's cold. It's like 30 degrees. no cold knock. So here's why I like the Escalade so much. They're the same price as the Tahoes and the Denalis. Now we have the Tahoe, then we have the Yukon, then we have the Yukon Denali, then we have the Escalade. It grades itself that way. The Tahoe LTZ has everything you'd need. The Denali has everything you need plus. The Escalade has everything you need plus things you'd never even think of. So the way it works is the Tahoe LTZ has the nav, has the DVD, but it's like a pop-in nav display. The Escalade, and same with the Denalis, the Escalades have an integrated infotainment center, which doesn't have auxiliary, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So you can get a 07 Suburban that has auxiliary, no Bluetooth. You can get an 07 Escalade, no auxiliary, no Bluetooth. So that's the only thing that's annoying about the Escalades. The Denalis also have the auxiliary. Escalades have everything you can imagine. The best part of it is the heated steering wheel, which I think the Denalis have also, and air-cooled seats, so heated and air-cooled seats. The best thing and why I buy these so much, they're the same price. So this had, I think the Denali had a $10,000 markup from the Tahoe. Then the Escalade had another $10,000 markup from the Denali. So obviously you're getting top of the line. But now when you go for 07 to like 2010, they're all the same price. So for the same price of a Tahoe LTZ, you can get a Denali or an Escalade, because I buy them all the time. So I buy them at the same price as the Tahoe. I sell them at the same price as the Tahoe, but you're getting way more bang for your buck. So that's why I get 2 keys, Escalades. 2 remotes, runs great, chrome wheels. The thing's gonna fly, but I'm gonna show you something kind of gross. I think that people lived on a farm because there's hay everywhere. So this is the before. I want to show you the before because it's getting detailed today. It's so gross. People are so gross, nasty. So you get to see the before. And then I'll have it done. I have my mobile detailer here today. He's gonna go through it today and have it finished today. So I'll show you the after very shortly. 07, 172. We got the chromies for the homies. Blue is gonna look awesome when he's done detailing. It already looks good. It's always missing center caps. But look at the carpets. The cup holders, nasty. The floor mats, the floors. Come on, people. You bought an Escalade to make a farm truck? To turn it into a farm truck? Like 3 hours later, progress on the expedition. It's all waxed right now. An hour and a half in and no sign of hay. Ed, you're crushing it. What? You're killing it in here. It looks great. 4 hours later, and it is done being detailed. Obviously, it's going to go through the shop for recon, which is all repairs and services get done, inspections get done in the shop. But the first thing we do is detail it. Look at how beautiful it is. You have to see the inside of this thing. Unbelievable. You saw those carpets before. You saw the seats before. Wait till you get to the back. Ready? Look at it now. Look at it now. He even cleaned my floor mats for me. Unbelievable. DVD, nav, backup camera, sunroof, chromies, good tires. But the driver's area, this was nasty. Pretty impressive. I mean, it is a 175,000 mile truck, so I can't expect perfection, but I am extremely pleased with it. 2 keys, 2 remotes. Does it work? Of course it works. Now this was filled with bales of hay. Wow. Clean. Really impressed with this. Very happy with it. Close it again. Now this was like a $68,000 truck, brand new. I can buy these things and sell them for under 10 grand now. That's why I love them so much. So around 175,000 miles, I'm gonna sell this truck for about $9,800. YouTube special, if you guys are watching this, I'll sell it for $9. So anybody who wants this 9 grand, it's yours. You can get more information on my website, www.flying-wheels.com. I buy a ton of Escalades though, because I love them. I like them more than the Suburbans and the Tahoes and the Yukons, because they're the same price and they're more bang for your buck. So if you're ever in the market for an Escalade, first of all, think of me, hit me up and check out my website, www.flying-wheels.com. But also look at the Escalade, not the Tahoe, not the Denali. They're all the same price now. Here's another thing I like. One of the reasons I bought it, current state inspection sticker. Means it passed state inspection in July. So in the past 6 months, this thing has had a rigorous state inspection. So it makes it easier for us to do a state inspection, knowing that it had already passed at least 6 months ago, someone else did it. Now we get to do the same thing hoping it passes again. Now in New England, we're rigorous with state inspections, so that's a great sign for a vehicle with a state inspection. First thing we check is obviously rust. We don't want any rust. We don't want any rot. Brake lines, fuel lines, power steering lines, ball joints, tie rods, tires, brakes, emissions. The list goes on and on and on. There's like 162 things we have to check as state inspectors to make sure that these are safe for the next buyer. So that expense adds up quickly if you haven't looked at the vehicle prior to purchase. Hey, that's it, everybody. Thanks for always watching my videos. Thanks for supporting my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe right here or right here. I gotta figure out which side that subscribe button's on, but make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you get notifications. Hit the bell down below. You get notifications every time I make a new video. More tips and tricks and car entertainment. Thank you, everybody. I'll see y'all later. Adios.